Man, yeah, so I had to turn up one time, but unfortunately my GoPro died. Shout out to Logic, you're killing it, bro. I love your message, love your music, man. If y'all haven't checked out Logic's new album, Bobby Tarantino #2, then you need to go check that thing out because that thing is popping. He kills it. He speaks peace, love, and positivity, and at the same time, he just slays the beat. Slays the beat. But man, I was just in the weight room, getting after it, and something just crossed my mind. I haven't given my movement is life talk yet, and movement is life, baby. Movement is a tagline of my health coaching practice, which is living's creation. Tagline, movement is life. The reason I got the tagline is because I was watching a movie called World War Z with Brad Pitt in it. Shout out to Brad Pitt, he's a man, and zombie movies are my favorite movies. So I was checking that out, and there was a scene where Brad Pitt and his family, they're in a frantic state. They're going to this grocery store, and there's looting, there's people going crazy, like people are just ransacking the place. They're getting food, clothes, whatever, the drugs at the pharmacy, and he happens to want to get some drugs for his daughter who has an asthma attack, so she needs some type of medication to calm that down. He ends up getting the medication, and he comes outside with his family, and they look up. They're in like somewhere in New Jersey or something like that, maybe. But anyways, they come out, they look up at these big buildings in New York and wherever they're at, and they're like apartment buildings. And they're like, okay, let's go to those apartment buildings. They go to the apartment buildings, and he walks up into the apartment building, and this family ends up letting him in, and they're a Hispanic family. And after that, the family, they get to talking to Brad Pitt. He's like a UN worker. He's like this awesome dude that was one of the top guys at the UN. He did a lot of work in several different countries and all that stuff, so he spoke a little Spanish. And in Spanish, he says, movement is life. Movement is life. We must keep moving, because he was like, if we don't move from this place, then we will surely pass away. We will die because the zombies are coming. We've got to go. And long story short, they get in the helicopter and they take off. But that line stuck with me, movement is life. And I kind of think like, movement really is life, because movement is creation. And the thing about movement is the world right now is moving throughout space, it's moving throughout time, and if you just sit still, then your mind and your body will actually atrophy. It'll shrink, it'll get smaller, and blood flow actually slows down and constricts, and it's almost like you're shrinking. And that's pretty crazy, because when an astronaut actually goes into space, his body is not under the conditions of the earth, which is gravity and a lot of movement. And if they're not careful, their bone density will actually go down, and their muscles will actually atrophy because they're not in movement. They don't have the earth's stimulus of gravitational pull on their bones and muscles, which fortifies the body. And that's the same thing with sick patients in a hospital. When they lay on the bed, they actually atrophy. Their bone density goes down. Their blood flow goes down. And that is not good for the body. And I bring that into my life. Whenever I've slowed down in movement, I did not feel great. I start to feel a state of entropy. I feel a state of disorder or disarray. And when I am moving, I feel fortified, I feel focused. So I have stuck in my life that I want to be able to move my body, move my mind, move my brain, gain knowledge, move forward, and navigate life in movement. So that's my tagline, and that's what I carry with me every day. So I don't know if this applies to you, if you resonate with this, but truly, movement is life, movement is creation, life is creation, and you have to have movement to create, if that makes sense for you. But yeah, man, just giving a little talk about my health coaching practice, one of my mantras, movement is life. We'll see how that mantra serves me and others who do decide to adopt that mantra in their lives. So thank you, and catch you later. About to go study a little bit, about to leave Fresno, about to get up out of here, man. Going to Vegas next. I don't think I'll be going out in Vegas.